welcome to Clash of the Dice.
Wrath of the Cards.
I'm James.
I'm Joshua.
And in this episode we are playing another game of Pokemon trading card game. In this episode you've got something rather special lined up, haven't you?
Yes, we went to the game shop the other day and we went to buy some games and stuff, and I'd found a World Championship deck from 2016. It is called Magical Symphony, and look at the deck box! It's so cute! But yeah, this was played by a world champion in the Masters division called Shintaro Ito. He constructed this deck by himself with a little help, and he played it in the championships and won.
Yep. So you had the option of which of my decks to play against, and you went for my best deck in inverted commas. You requested to play that one, which is the deck that we played in the first ever Pokemon video we did. It's evolved slightly since then, but yeah, you didn't want an easy walk in the park, did you? So you've gone up against my best deck.
Yeah.
So let's see how we get on. So we've done the coin toss, and I'm going to go first. So reveal your Pokemon.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
I'll draw a card. I'm going to play Professor's Letter straight off. And we shall have a look for some energy. There's a Spirit Energy. And we'll go for another Spirit Energy and shuffle my deck.
Psychic Energy.
Yeah. That as well. Psychic Energy. Then go into my hand. Of which I'm going to add one of those to my Spiritomb. I'm going to play Tyranno and draw 3 cards. Okay, I now have a Zygarde that I can send out. Regular Zygarde. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay, so I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to attach a Steel Energy to my Ardenau EX, and I've already got my Gainer EX out.
Yeah, I don't like that card, it's horrible.
So I've got Mystic Heart already. We're going to use Lysander. Switch one of your opponent's basic bench Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon.
Yeah. If I'd have realised that was there, I would have done things differently.
Spiritomb swapped with Dawnwing to the Necrozma.
Oh, good, that saves me a job. Saves me an energy as well.
And I'm just going to go with a Trainer's Mail. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal the trainer card you find there, except for Trainer's Mail, and put it into your hand. Shuffle the cards afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll take an Ordinary Spirit Link. I'm going to attach that Ordinary Spirit Link to Ordinary X. And I'm going to use Drain Slap, 20 damage.
Right, over to me. Let's draw a card. I'm going to add a Psychic Energy to Dawnwing's Necrozma GX. We're going to add an Energy Pouch to Dawnwing's Necrozma GX. We're going to play Professor Kukui and draw 2 cards. We are going to play Hawlucha. Sudden Cyclone. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may have your opponent switch his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon. So that's an ability, not an attack. So I'll have you switch your Ordino EX with your horrible thing that stops my attacks from having their best effects. And I think that will do. I can't attack because I haven't got enough energy.
Alright, my turn.
Yep.
Draw a card. Alright then, straight out I'm going to Mega Evolve, but I've got Spirit Link so I don't end my turn. I'm going to attach a double colourless energy to my Mega Ordinary X.
can I just bump that up a bit, because otherwise it's going to be confusing.
I'm going to use Lysander, swap that mean Dawn Wings and the Crowsmart with your Horlucha. And that's all I can do, so it's your turn.
Okay, draw a card. I'm going to play my Professor's Letter and search for some more psychic energy. There would be one, there would be two. Right. I'm going to play one of said psychic energy onto my Dawn Wings Necrozma GX. I'm going to use my ability, which is Invasion. Once during your turn, before your attack, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. So I shall switch it with the Horlucha that you just made me switch. And I can't attack. I've attached an energy, so that would be the end of my turn.
Cool. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to use Hooper EX. Scoundrel Ring. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon EX, except Hooper EX. Reveal them, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. Alright then, I'll have a Shaman EX, an Ordino EX, and a Mega Ordino EX. So I'm going to play my Shaman, no, not my Shaman EX, my Ordino EX. Then I'm going to play my Shaman EX. Setup: when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to add.
So that's 6 cards in your hand now, yeah?
Yep. I'm going to add a Floatstone to Magearna, which now makes it have 0 retreat cost. So I can retreat it for free. I'm going to use, well, I'm going to make Magearna EX retreat for free with the Floatstone. I'm going to send out Mega Ordino EX. I'm going to use AZ, bring back Hooper EX. I'm going to replay Hooper EX. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon EX. One. 2. And 3. And I'm going to play an Ordino EX. So, I've used the support of this turn, so Magical Symphony, 110 damage. If you play a supported card from your hand during this turn, you may do 50 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. I'll do that to the Zygarde.
Okay, so 50 goes on there. 110 to Dawn Wings Necrozma GX, yes?
Yep.
110, ouch. So that puts me on 130. Right, over to me.
Yep.
Right, let's draw a card. I'm going to... Have you got the card out yet that prevents me from... No, you haven't got... The one that prevents me from having more than 3 cards. You haven't played that yet?
No.
No. I'm going to play Oricorio. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So I will go for that one and that one. Just happened to be on the bottom, so it was easy to find. Right. Okay. So I shall play Professor Kukui, draw 2 cards, and do 20 extra damage. I'm going to take a Psychic Energy, put it onto Dawnwing's Necrozma, and I will use Moon's Eclipse GX and do 180 damage.
Well, add 20 because you use Professor Kukui.
So I'll do 200 damage.
What's the effect?
There isn't an effect, it's just straightforward damage.
Okay, cool. Makes my job easy. My turn?
Yep.
Draw a card. Okie dokie. I am gonna...
Oopsie-daisy.
N. Each player shuffles his or her hand into his or her deck, then draws a card for each of his or her remaining prize cards. So we shuffle our hand into our deck and draw the amount of prize cards we have.
Oh, I don't like that. You do know you've got 100 damage token there.
Guess so.
So I take 6 cards, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to add a double colourless energy to Magena EX. I'm going to use Magical Symphony. So I play the supporter this turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do 50 damage to your Zygarde EX.
Mm-hmm.
No, not Zygarde EX, just Zygarde. And do 110 damage to your Dawnwing's Necrozma GX. So I knock that out. I get 2 prize cards.
Yep.
Woohoo!
So I keep the energy, because I had an energy pouch. But I have to send out a Pokemon, yes?
Yep.
So I'll send out my Spiritomb. Right, so you're done?
Yep.
Right. I'm going to play Zygarde EX. I'm going to add an energy to Zygarde EX. I'm going to play Tyranno and draw 3 cards. 2, 3. I've already played a supporter, haven't I? I'm going to send out a Zygarde. I'm going to retreat Spiritomb, which loses that energy, and send out Zygarde EX. And I am going to do Lance Pulse, which does 20 damage, or 40 in your case. So I gain 2 prize cards.
You do indeed. And I'm going to send in Magena EX. My turn?
Yep.
Draw a card. Now I'm going to use a Trainer's Mail. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck and reveal a trainer card you find there, which isn't Trainer's Mail. And look what I find! I can't play it though. So that does nothing, because I can't find any trainer cards. I'll attach a Steel Energy to Magena EX.
What's the card at the back? The item card?
Oh, that's the Floatstone.
Oh right, yes, so it can be treated for free.
Yeah. I'm going to play a Ordinary EX. And I shall use Soul Blaster, 120 damage.
120?
During your next turn, this Pokemon Soul Blaster attack base damage is 60. So next turn it will do 60 damage.
Okay, so I'll draw a card.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to play an energy pouch onto Zygarde EX. I'm going to add an energy to Zygarde EX. And I'm going to do... I'm going to play Lady. Search your deck for up to 4 basic energy cards. Reveal them, put them into your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from there I will do Cellstorm, which does 120 damage to you.
Nope, my weakness is fire.
Oh, is it? Oh, I beg your pardon. That looked like fighting from here. So it does 60 damage to you, and I heal 30.
You do indeed.
So I should then be on 90, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Over to you.
I'm just thinking of what am I going to do. Okay, I think I'm going to attach a double colourless energy to Ordino EX. We're going to retreat Magena EX and swap it for an Ordino EX. I shall use an Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards from your hand and search your deck for a Pokemon. So I'm going to discard a Professor Sycamore and a VS Seeker. No, a Professor Sycamore and a Hex Maniac. So I'm going to use an Ultra Ball, search your deck for a Pokemon. So we're going to have a Mega Ordinary X. We're going to Mega Revolve Ordinary X, and that is the end of our turn.
Okay, draw a card. I'm going to add an energy to Zygarde EX. This time it is weakness to fighting, isn't it?
Yep. So how much energy has that got in it in a minute? Just the double? 2.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. We will do Land's Wrath and do 200 damage to you.
Okay, 200 damage to me.
100.
Ouch.
200, and that's the end of my
Draw a
turn.
card. Okay, I'm going to use an Escape Rope. So I'll swap my Mega Ordinary X for my Magena X, which can now do a full 120 damage. And you now have to swap your Pokemon.
Yep. So I can choose which one to send out instead, can I?
Yep.
Okay, I will send out Oricorio.
Okay. I'm going to use my VS Seeker. Pick a supporter from your discard pile and put it into your hand. I'm going to choose Lysander. I haven't played a supporter card this turn. I'm going to play Lysander. Put in your Zygarde X. And now I'm going to use Soul Blaster, 120 damage.
Yeah, so there's no point in putting it out.
Yep, and I get 2 prize cards.
I get to keep the energy.
Yep.
Because I have an energy pouch. Now I have to send out a card. I will send out... I'll send out Horlucha. Okay, over to me.
Yep.
Right. I'm going to play Pokemon Fan Club, search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon. And I will go for Zygarde EX, which I'm going to put straight out anyway. Actually, I won't put it straight out. And a Hawlucha. Right, I now need to decide how best to play these. I will send out Zygarde EX. I will add an energy to Zygarde EX. And I think that's pretty much all I can do. So, yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to use Parallel City. Now, all attacks that are all grass, fire or water attacks made by me, we can buy 20, and Dad can only have 3 Pokemon on his bench.
Well, I shall remove my Zygarde that's really badly poorly, and I shall remove the Oricorio, and I can only have 3 on my bench, yes? Right, so I'll leave them there like that.
I'm going to use AZ and take my Shaman away. Put him back in. Set up. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I didn't have anything I wanted. Okay, I'm going to use a VS Seeker and get a Lysander. I'm going to use another VS Seeker. And get a AZ. I'm going to play an Ordino Spirit Link. And I'm going to use Soul Blast for 60 damage.
60. Okay, there's me. Right, draw a card. Okay. I'm going to add an energy to Hawlucha. I'm then going to get rid of that and retreat Hawlucha and send out my Zygarde EX. I'm going to do Land's Pulse, which is 20 damage. If there is a Stadium card in play, it does 20 more damage.
So that takes me from 60 to 100.
Yep.
Okay, draw a card. Mega Turbo. Attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your Mega Evolution Pokemon. So I'm going to take Steel Energy and attach it to Mega Ordino EX. I'm going to play Lysander. Swap your Zygarde EX for your Hawlucha. No, not your... Yeah, your Hawlucha. I'm going to use AZ. No, am I not? Am I or am I not? No, I'm not. I'm going to use... I'm going to use Professor Sycamore. Discard your hand and draw 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to use Trainer's Nail. I'll use Super Rod. I'll take the Super Rod.
does Super Rod do?
Shuffle in any combination. Shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile onto your deck. I'm just gonna have a little look through what we've got in here. I'm gonna grab 3 Pokemon. No, I'm gonna grab an Ordino EX. Yeah, I am gonna grab 3 Pokemon. And an Absol. And shuffle them into my deck. I'm going to use Pokemon Center Lady on Mega Ordino. 1, 2, 3.
So that heals 50 damage, is it?
60.
60, right.
Because I was on 200 and now I'm 140.
Yep.
I've attached an energy this turn, haven't I?
Yeah, pretty sure you did.
Okay.
To be fair, this turn's been so long I've lost track of what you've done and what you haven't done.
And I'm just going to use Soul Blaster, which does 120 damage and knocks out your Hawlucha.
I shall send out my Zygarde EX. Draw a card. Right, let's add an energy to Zygarde EX. And we shall do Cell Storm, which does 60 damage to your whatever that thing is.
Beginner EX.
And I get 2 prize cards. Okay, over to you.
Okay.
See, my turn's really quick.
I'm going to send in Mega Ordino EX. Draw a card. I'm going to attach a... well, in fact, I'm going to use a float stone and put that onto Mega Ordino EX. I'm going to Mega Evolve this Ordino because it's got a Spirit Link. I'm going to attach a Steel Energy to it. And I'm going to retreat this. No, I'm not.
Put the Flake Stone back.
What's that? Yeah, sorry. It's just really intense because I know you're going to win next time. Yeah, I'm going to use an Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard Shaman EX and then a Steel Energy. And grab I'm going to use Cobra Lion. Grab Cobra Lion. Shuffle my deck. I'm going to put it onto the bench. I'm going to retreat my Mega Ordino. Oh. And that is my turn done.
Draw a card. I'm going to play Hawlucha. Sudden Cyclone. Kindly swap your active Pokemon with one from your bench.
Okay.
I'm going to play an energy onto Zygarde EX. I'm going to use Land's Wrath, which on that one will do 200 damage.
You win.
And I claim 2 prize cards, which were a Zygarde GX and an energy. That was tense. Feeling a bit deflated, are we? That was probably the tensest game of Pokemon cards I have ever played. So, yeah, it could have gone either way, I think. But
yeah, that deck I used, it's a Champions deck from the 2016 World Championship for Pokemon cards from the Masters Division. So yeah, I used a championship deck, and it was played by the world champion of the Masters Division as well.
Yeah, so if I'm right in thinking, he put that deck together himself.
Yep.
And then it won the championship. So Pokemon released it as a special edition deck.
Well,
yes?
the top 4. The top 4 decks got released as special editions.
Okay, right. But that's the
in
one that
each
won.
class.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you find it as a deck to play with?
It's a very good deck. I mean, you get a lot of EXs with it, but the only problem with it is if you want to merge them with other decks, you have to get sleeves for it because the back of the cards are different.
Back on the card.
But yeah, thinking of it as that one deck, it's very good. I mean, you get cards that are there for they're like supporters, but you can play them multiple times if you're using AZs and stuff. But yeah, I think the person who put that deck together, they put it together very well because they've put into account that they need to use Pokemon as supporters, so they put plenty of AZs in there, so they can take them back and put them back in. They've put ends in so they can throw off the opponent.
But I think it's very clever the way that deck is constructed, because some of the Pokemon, you can't actually use their attacks, you just use them for the abilities when they are played. Like there's one in there that requires Dark Energy to actually do any of the attacks on the actual Pokemon.
Yeah,
but
there's
no Dark Energy in the deck, so you can't use that Pokemon's attack. It's purely there for the abilities that it has.
Yeah.
So I think that's really clever. It's really thinking outside the box. So, ultimately, I was victorious.
Yes.
And should we really say that we had a game last night, and you were using that deck and I was using another deck, not the one I've just used, and who won?
I don't think we should say. You asked it as a question, and I don't think we should say.
So yeah, so it's a World Championship deck. You said last night you think it's not the deck, it's the player. I think you're doing yourself an injustice there. I think that with a lot of card games it comes down to luck of the draw. There is an element of being able to craft the deck to suit your playing style, but there's also an element of actually drawing the cards you need. There is a way around that. I mean, the deck I just used, that is my main deck. I gave you the option of which deck to play, didn't I? And you specifically said I want to play your best deck, so that is my best deck. And my best deck is set up in such a way that I get shed loads of energy. I don't have to evolve, and it's very deliberately set up like that because that's my playing style. So
yeah, one thing I want to do is I want to go grab some more World Championship decks and see if I can put them together to make one big deck and go boom.
Go boom. Right, so thank you for watching. Until next time, please continue to like,
comment,
and subscribe. And until next time, God bless.